Hi guys, welcome back. Today's video is in response to a question asked by our friend Lucas C. from the Lucas C channel on YouTube. Over on Facebook there's a page called the Unified Scale Automotive Content Creators. Say that 5 times real fast. It is for automotive content creators on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and he asked, pertaining to box art, what's your favorite? Why do you love it? Do you buy because of it? As an adult, sure, I, these kits in front of us, the AMT kits, they're reissues and they're sporting the original box art, which is cool. And not all box art, but the early box art when it's reissued like that, I do like. Um, some box art is just horrible, it's hideous. Um, but we know as adults to look past that and you know think about the kid inside. Box art is definitely a that's meant to entice you, and it does. It's styrene porn. Um, that's to go back to, well, to figure out why I like it. I guess you'd go back to when I was a kid. The AMT and MPC. MPC always had, well, they both did their annual kits. MPC always had a picture of the car on the box with a couple smaller pictures of the car in the box as different versions it could be built into. And then it would always show parts featured in the kit, the optional parts, CB radio, off-road wheel and tire, driving lights, whatever it was in that kit. And then later in the 70s, they started putting the plastic band on the kit, and it would say, new for whatever year, new for 78, new 79. I remember a green Z28, I believe it was the 79. Uh, and I remember having more than one of those. Um, so the MPC kits were always cool with their annuals. But more than that, I liked the AMT. And then, like the cars in front of us here, the AMT box art looks like pictures you would see um, in the new car brochure, or in a dealership, or in an advertisement for that car. And as a kid, now you got to figure when these kits were out, and I was a kid, 78, 79, late 70s there. Um, I had a job. I was delivering papers and shoveling snow, mowing grass, and I would go to the hobby shop with my money. So as a kid, you're standing in the hobby shop, and there's the new cars for that year. And my dad, didn't have new cars, but he would have a pickup truck he drove to work, or a car that he played with on the weekends, and so it's in scale. I went to the hobby shop, the dealer of sorts. I was looking at the new cars for that year, and I would buy one. And my table at home was my shop, and my dresser was the home garage, and I had a truck, and I had a street machine, and maybe a new vet or a new Trans Am for that year, maybe an old beater that was my work car. The I guess the Countdown series too, or the Swingin' 60s, like the Riviera here in the upper right. Uh, AMT, that series also got me. I always thought that was pretty cool, and I had more than a few of those. They had there was the Riviera, and the Galaxy, a couple of different years of Galaxy, Mustang, the Chevelle, Corvette, a Pontiac, I believe. I forget all of them, but they were a bunch in the series, and they were out around 77, 78, about the same time. Uh, then there was the kits that you bought, I don't want to say, because how do I put it? Just someone that you see, and it's like every time you see one, you have to buy it. Well, for me, it was the old Pro Nova, the AMT 72 Nova Super Sport, the one with the separate fenders on the front, and that big hood scoop, a small block. You could have the big shackles in it in that kit. I owned no less than a dozen of those kits. The other one was the uh, MPC 77 Trans Am that was black with gold plated parts. Not necessarily because of Smokey and the Bandit, but just I thought that was, those cars as a special edition, the black and gold is badass. So again, probably not less than a dozen of those. And don't forget, going back to your scale garage when you were a kid, I'm born and raised in Ohio. We have winter, snow, salt. We back then we didn't have, well, the front wheel drive cars were just coming in around 79, but nobody, they weren't mainstream yet. Everybody's driving rear wheel drive cars. You put snow tires on your car, and I'm pretty sure it was AMT that had Suburbanite snow tires in their kits. And I had probably 3 or 4 sets of Suburbanite snow tires, and I would put them on whatever the junker was, maybe in my scale garage in the winter months. It goes back to also, guys, the box art, what you remembered having the kits. It's cars, and that in the United States is freedom. And these ones in front of us here are some of my favorites, and they've been reproduced again because they do look like new car brochure art, something that you might see in an advertisement or the brochure you flip through at the dealership. Also, this the one that just come out here not too long ago, a little Nova wagon that is very cool to me. So that's about it, guys. Thanks for stopping in and checking it out. I've been watching the other videos, and they're really good. It's a good question that Lucas C. posed. Gets you thinking, and got me thinking. I read that Friday, and I thought about it Friday, Saturday, and today, Sunday, before I made the video. Just going back and thinking about all the kits that I had and why I bought the kits, the different box art, and a lot of fun. Thanks again, guys. We will see you next time.